This morning, more relief funds are on the way for small businesses affected by COVID-19. The measure includes an additional $310 billion in funding for the Paycheck Protection Program. Joining me this morning is the CEO, Cathy DeWitt Dunn from DeWitt Dunn Financial Services. Good morning. Thanks for joining us.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Of course. You know, so many small business owners say they didn't stand a chance to get a loan on that first round. So what's your advice this time?
Well, I think, one of the biggest challenges is there's additional funding right now, and there was a disappointment when we saw a lot of the publicly traded companies that ended up receiving millions and millions of dollars. So I think what you need to do is work with your banker or go online with the SBA and immediately begin to apply for the loans and get funding to help and to retain your employees right now, as well as, we're getting ready to open businesses back up. So we really need to make sure that people are getting this funding to help them.
Cathy, how is this relief package any different from the first one?
Well, the first package, all of the money was set aside. It's been now accounted for. But right now, this current bill includes $60 billion for small businesses, disaster assistance, and loans and grants. But more importantly, this particular package is setting money aside for hospitals, and it expands coronavirus testing, which is going to be very critical and crucial to get all of our businesses open and up and running.
So many heartbreaking stories out there. I mean, what can small businesses do to stay afloat?
Well, the good news is that the Paycheck Protection Program is not the only option for small businesses. So the SBA also has economic relief for businesses that are going through temporary loss of revenue and companies struggling with debt. There's also some venture capital funding that may be available for people that are having a difficult time getting a loan. And the other thing is we also are going to see employee retention tax credit. So recently introduced as part of the CARES Act, that's going to encourage employers to keep employees on the payroll by helping with pay wages. And then also there's several state and local resources, and you might want to contact your county and to find out what might be available for you as a small business.
Cathy, I want to switch gears here because high school students, they face a new reality due to coronavirus. Many are considering taking a gap year for financial reasons. What are your thoughts?
That's a great question. I think every family is going to have, some circumstances that may, make maybe the child having to go and work or have some income. But I think also with that being said, you can also take a look at maybe going and doing online classes, community colleges, and maybe have dual credit for high school and also for college. Remember, when we look back on this 20 or 30 years from now, this is just one period in time, and I really think that we need to empower our children to stay in school and to do the best that they can, but also to look at all of their resources, because taking a year off from school when they're young and their brains are still forming is something that we really also need to consider. So maybe doing some online classes and dual credit might empower them later when it comes to scholarships.
That makes sense. Back to that relief bill, I mean, what happens if the money runs out?
Well, I mean, it's a challenge, right? So right now, small businesses are vital to our economy, employing nearly 60 million people and accounting small businesses for 99.9% of all businesses. The government right now is looking for the possibility of lifting all the lockdowns and reopening the economy, and the rollouts may be a little slower than we hope. But besides all that, this does look like it's going to be the last round of funding. So make sure that you get your applications in, you work with someone, maybe perhaps your personal banker, and just, I guess for everybody in there, just hang in there, and we all need to come together and just one day at a time, and hopefully we can all get back to work, school, and get our economy back and open.
That's what I'm hoping for as well, and to do that safely. Cathy, before we go, can you just share your information?
Yes, for anybody that's looking for some information, and I've got a lot of great articles and some resources on my website at DeWittDunn.com, and we'd love to help anybody. If you want to send us a chat message, or if you have anything today and you need an answer, please feel free to go to our website. We are taking messages live, and we're able to get back with people today at DeWittDunn.com.
Cathy, thank you so much for joining us this morning. A lot of good information there. Thank you.
Thank you.